find my name all over the place.
In the mid-1950s, Elvis Presley played a new kind of music, fusing country and rhythm and blues with a new rock and roll style. He swiveled his hips on stage, mimicking the moves of black entertainers. At first, many people did not know what to think about him. But it was not long before young people went crazy over his music and flocked to his concerts. Elvis became known as the king of rock and roll. Bernard Lansky met Elvis when he was in high school. Lansky owned a clothing shop in an African-American neighborhood with clubs where black singers performed. Elvis would stop to admire the clothes in the window. One day, Lansky asked him to come in.
He said, I don't have no money. When I get rich, I'm going to buy you out. I said, do me a favor, don't buy me out, just buy from me. I appreciate it.
Elvis wanted clothes that would make him stand out. Lansky gave the young man some clothes on credit. Soon after, Elvis sang on national television and became a star. Elvis became a lifelong customer. Lansky made this coat to match Elvis's pink Cadillac and designed shirts for him in unusual color combinations, shirts Lansky still sells today.
I used to turn up the collar on him, and he said, man, that's messing my hair. I said, don't worry about it. He said, that looks good, that's real nice. I said, it's different, you gotta have something different.
George Klein also met Elvis as a teenager, and they became fast friends.
I miss Elvis immensely. I think of him every day. He was the best friend I ever had.
Klein was part of a group of people known as the Memphis Mafia that traveled with Elvis and kept him company at his Graceland home. Elvis lived at his beloved estate for 20 years until the day he died. The 1970s decor is a mixture of cutting-edge and traditional decorating styles.
You felt relaxing there. It's a comfortable home, it really is. And when you walk in, you feel comfortable, you feel safe and everything.
Klein says Graceland was Elvis's escape, since he could not go anywhere else without being noticed. He says they often partied with women they met.
We get the girls up to Graceland and, you know, play music and watch television and just have a great time. And we start about 10 o'clock and break up maybe 4 in the morning.
Elvis was often photographed with women in show business, but those he dated were usually not part of the entertainment world.
He liked ladies who were just normal, everyday girls away from show business.
Memphis school teacher Jo Kathy Brownlee Elkington dated Elvis for a few months in 1975. On their first date, he surprised her with a brand new car.
And Elvis looked at me and said, honey, I hope this one's okay. It was the best I could do at 2 o'clock in the morning.
As rock music changed over the decades, Elvis adapted and had at least one top 40 hit on the music charts every year.
He could sing anything. And he always said, as long as my voice doesn't fail me, I know I'll be around in show business.
Despite his many hit songs, Elvis won only 3 American Grammy Music Awards, all for gospel albums. At a young age, Elvis began singing gospel music at church.
It was gospel music. That was his favorite music to relax with and to really enjoy by himself.
Elvis showcased his music in more than 30 films. Klein says although Elvis had a lucrative movie career, he hungered for better roles.
Halfway through Elvis's movie career, he became disenchanted with his movies. And I'd ask him, I say, Elvis, what's the new movie about? He'd say, same story, different location. He said, I beat up the guy and I get the girl and sing 12 songs.
Jo Kathy Brownlee Elkington says that after nearly 20 years of fame, Elvis still found it unbelievable that he was a household name.
He said to me one time, you know, that's so unreal to me that they're talking about me. And that if you mention his first name in a remote part of Africa, people would know who he was.
The former girlfriend remembers a sweet, caring person, but she also recalls a man who was overweight and had been abusing prescription drugs for years.
He would be either really, really up or really, really down. That was sad to me. And, you know, you never knew what kind of mood he was going to be in.
On August 16, 1977, Elvis Presley died at Graceland at the age of 42. He was buried in a white suit designed by Bernard Lansky.
He was a gentleman, he was a real gentleman.
And George Klein was one of the pallbearers at the funeral.
Elvis was like a brother to me.
About half the visitors to Graceland are under the age of 35 and were not even born when Elvis Presley died. his music is still immensely popular worldwide. And even though he would be 75 if he were alive today, to his fans, he is forever young. Deborah Block, VOA News, Memphis.
And beautiful